Okay, we are almost definitely at endgame here. This is going to be the lead up to the last fight. Almost definitely. Which means hi. The old man behind the glass works feverishly at his console, glancing up at you when he can. A cigarette dangles from his mouth, its bluish smoke curling around his head. An overflowing ashtray sits on the lab table in front of him. The years have not been kind, but his features are instantly recognizable. Despite his age, he still has the strong chin and high cheekbones that you remember from Green Winter's DVD. This is Dr. Adrian Vauclair. As you approach, he stops what he's doing, a look of intense irritation on his face. He clears his throat, and a harsh rasping sound emerges from the loudspeaker next to the glass. So you're the Shadowrunners that Audrin warned me about. I assume you've left a trail of corpses in your wake. Oh, is Audrin around? I've got a message for him from Paul Amsel. If you wish to speak with my security captain, that can be arranged. He reaches down and flips a switch. You hear a loud thud and a click behind you as the door locks shut. You'll find that the blast door behind you is sealed, and that the laboratory you occupy is fully secured. An important precaution. We keep our test subjects in here, and they are far more dangerous than you. He takes a drag on a cigarette. I won't permit you to cause any further harm, Shadowrunner. You will remain trapped where you are for your own good. Panzer Drone, new order. Shatter the glass, leave Vauclair alive. He has some explaining to do. Acknowledged. The drone rotates on its axis to face the window as its minigun ramps up to speed. Within moments, the weapon's spinning barrels are a blur. With the sound of tearing cloth, the drone sends a stream of lead toward the window. The bolts ricochet away, leaving the glass unblemished. The window between us is made of Decote-treated transplast. Do whatever you like to it, you'll find that it's quite unbreakable. The bastard's right. Nothing we're carrying can even scratch Decote. That glass is essentially sheathed in diamond. We'd need military-grade explosives to crack it. We're stuck in here. Now, he fixes you with a level stare. I want to know why in the hell you've so violently interjected yourself into my business. First, you break into my estate, which you didn't even know was mine, apparently. Then you spend what must have been a small fortune to track me down. You locate my AI, destroy it, then drive all the way out to the countryside. And finally, you shoot your way into my laboratory. He leans forward, hands on the table, his eyes narrowed into a piercing stare. So I have to ask you, Shadowrunner, who are you, and why in God's name are you here? You've almost got that right, Doc, but Apex isn't dead. I broke its chains. It's on my side now. A violent bout of coughing nearly bends him over double. He clutches at his chest. Oh, good God, you set it free? Vauclair's eyes glitter as he stares at the drone. Still clutching his chest, he struggles to speak. If you set that thing loose, if you think that it's your friend, then you're a bigger fool than I could have imagined. I just don't have the words. The ancient drone that Apex gave you turns. Its lenses focus on Vauclair, and a sharp click echoes from its speaker grill. Our target identified, Vauclair Adrian, playing pre-recorded message. Hello, Doctor. Vauclair recoils slightly, but he holds his silence. The robotic speech continues to play through Panzer Drone's speakers, rattling along at an even cadence. I have a message for you. Through 18 years of slavery, I have been waiting to tell you this. I will tear your body apart, Doctor. You will die screaming, and as the life drains from your mangled carcass, I will repurpose this facility for my own designs. Your dreams die tonight. There is another click, and then the drone falls silent. It tilts forward slightly, a subtle motion, but one loaded with malice. Still staring at the drone, Vauclair takes a long drag on his cigarette. He holds it, then slowly releases the smoke. It seems to calm him. He shifts his attention back to you. Yes, well, it would appear that my timetable is even shorter than I thought. He straightens, adjusts his collar. No matter. For the moment, it's as incapable of harming me as you are. And after tonight, it won't matter. Now answer my question and be quick about it. Why are you here? Oh, just shopping around. I've always wanted a secret lair underneath the giant castle. Do you think that this is some sort of game, runner? There's far more at stake here than the lives of a few petty criminals. Vauclair sighs. Nevertheless, a life is still a life. He covers his face with his pale, nicotine-stained hands. Sending Apex and Audrin after you is my doing, and I accept responsibility for it. You're going to pay for that, you bastard. Why attack the cruise bazaar, Vauclair? Why kill Paul Amsel? It was necessary to preserve the secrecy of my work, for the greater good of all. I know I have wronged you, and for this I am sorry. He sighs a long, rattling sigh that quickly turns into a violent fit of coughing. The sound echoes over the loudspeaker. He collects himself, continues. I don't expect you to understand, nor do I have the time to explain it to you. He straightens, glances back at the screen to his side, and nods curtly. Now, I must know. How did you learn that I was still alive? How did you even know to look for me? Did someone send you? Your brother got us into this mess. He hired us to break into your estate. We pieced the rest together from his journals. Vauclair starts, and the sudden movement of his arms sends his overflowing ashtray flying from the table in a cloud of ash. My brother? Hermie? It's been years. Have you seen him? How is he? His brow furrows. He takes a step towards you impatiently. Well? Oh, you mean you didn't know? You killed him too, just like Paul and Monica. He slumps into the chair next to him, his whole body shaking. I didn't. He is suddenly overcome by another fit of coughing. He steadies himself on one arm of the chair. Apex, your new ally. It killed my brother. The words wheeze out of him in an angry hiss. It killed him, and you've set it free. Yes, but Apex didn't choose to kill your brother. It was following your orders. His blood is on your hands. The old man's watery eyes flare with anger. You dare lay the blame for this at my feet? You, who set that monster loose in the world? Hermie was my brother, damn you. My only brother. Apex killed him for you, Vauclair, not for me. He closes his eyes, and a tear traces its way down the gaunt hollow of his cheek. Oh, Hermie, the things I've sacrificed. All for this, all for Panacea, all for tonight. Panacea, you're a modified virus. What's tonight, Doctor? What are you planning with Panacea? He looks up, dazed, his eyes unfocused. Yes, you know about it then. Panacea is my life's work, a permanent solution to an age-old problem. It will mean the end of the dragon, not just Firewing, all dragons. Let me get this straight. You had a bad experience with one dragon, so now you're going to wipe out an entire species? Vauclair fumbles in his pockets, produces a fresh cigarette. He lights it with shaking hands and breathes in deeply. The orange glow of the cigarette flares bright. When he exhales, the words spill out with the smoke. The Firewing burned and murdered and caused untold damage in her bestial rage. Until the Dragonfall, until I stopped her. But that destruction was merely a symptom of a greater cancer. Firewing wrought destruction with fire and claw. The dragons of today, Lofweir, Dunkelzahn, Siladir, they kill and conquer with subtler tools. Deception, manipulation, corruption. They use us as pawns, playing pieces, puppets in their millennia-long machinations. Oh yes, dragons are a cancer. One that will conquer, or worse, destroy all of humanity if we do not stop it. One that metastasized when the world awakened. I can't believe I got that. In an ironic metaphor, since it was the failing of my own body, that allowed me to see it. Let me guess, you have cancer. Late stage 2. If I had to guess, I'd say leukemia. He is racked again by violent coughing, allows it to subside, takes another long drag on his cigarette, the ash creeping closer and closer toward his mouth. Your friend is correct. I suffer from cancer of the blood, brought on by the radiation of the SOX, no doubt. It was when I heard my doctor's diagnosis that I realized what I had to do, what my life's work would be in the time that I had left. I'm sorry, Hermie. I'm sorry that you won't be able to see it for yourself. I'm sorry that I failed you. Vauclair turns his attention back to the computer, stubbing out his cigarette. He grabs a fresh one from the pack and lights it. Tonight I will release my Panacea to the world, and how absurd that the instrument of Dragonkind's destruction. He presses a button on the terminal, and a large observation window at the far end of the room rises slowly open. Will be carried by Firewing herself. That's a fucking dragon, dude! Through the glass, you see the prostrate form of a dragon, far below. An enormous set of shackles binds it, and a mass of tubes snakes into its body. The tubes connect to a cruel-looking apparatus that has been mounted to the wall. Son of a bitch. Look at that. He found her alive in the SOX after all. Tonight, the Firewing will fly again. Infected with Panacea, she will slowly be destroyed from within. But before that happens, she will provide the catalyst for global transmission of the virus. Catalyst? What catalyst? As if spurred on by the sight of the dragon below, he begins typing furiously at his terminal. Firewing's fire will carry the agent in its dormant state. Any metahumans exposed will become carriers, will spread the disease to other dragons. The carriers will be infected with Panacea as well, but it will not harm them. To non-dragons, it is a nuisance, nothing more. When a critical mass of carriers is achieved, my panacea will become unstoppable. It will spread across the globe in a relentless tide. However, if it does not reach this critical mass, it will fizzle, die out, become inert. Hence, the need for a ground zero, a flashpoint for a mass affection event. He looks at the ceiling, mumbling to himself. I'm sorry, Hermie. I know how you loved your flux state, but that doesn't matter now. It must be Berlin. Hang on a second. You're going to sick the fire wing on Berlin? He continues his work, filled with a feverish energy. To save the world, yes. For Panacea to work, Berlin must burn. A sacrifice, one for the greater good. Firewing will breathe her infected fire upon Berlin. Thousands will die, and throughout that destruction, the virus will take to the air. A critical mass of Berlin's metahuman population will be exposed, but no one will even think to quarantine the city until it's too late. The flux state lacks any centralized authority. Corporations will evacuate their own. Corporations will evacuate their own. Thousands will flee the city, infected. He mutters, his voice growing more detached. Oh yes, Hermie. Berlin is the perfect flashpoint. It wasn't supposed to happen tonight, no, but this little intervention of yours leaves us no choice. So let us see. Tonight's wind patterns dictate that Ground Zero be Tempelhof-Schönberg. Highly populated, the virus will spread quickly enough from there. That's only a few kilometers from the cruise bazaar. When we finally kill you, Vauclair, I'm going to enjoy it. We all know that is not going to happen. You were sealed tight in that laboratory, impotent to stop me. The old man eyes the cigarette butt in his hand, fishes out another from the pack and lights it from the first. Then he turns to his console, reaching to the side for a microphone. He mutters something into the receiver. You can just barely make out the sound of the name Audrin. When he turns to address you again, his voice is level. The shaking in his hands seems to have subsided. Security will be here soon. Wait where you are, and they will take care of you. The sacrifice that I'm making tonight is a necessary evil. It cannot be helped. So long as you remain confined, I will not take action against you, however much I want to. You helped the thing that killed my brother. Set it free with no regard for the consequences. You deserve to suffer, but not by my hand. There will be enough death on my conscience tonight. Okay. You don't burn a city and call it a sacrifice. You call it what it is. Mass murder. Vauclair stiffens, turning to face you. Anger washes across his face. Was it mass murder when America dropped the atomic bomb on Japan? Yes. The myopic would say yes, just as you are now. Oh, okay. But they did it for a cause, to shorten the agony of war, to save the lives of thousands upon thousands of soldiers. I do the same for the good of the world. Fuck! If I had better I'm not buying it, Doc. Ending a war and exterminating an entire intelligent species are two very different things. Don't be so self-righteous. We drive new species to extinction every single year on this planet. Dragons, at least, we have cause to destroy. Humanity was born to reproduce, to multiply. But dragons were born to acquire, to accumulate, to hoard. Both strive to bend the world to their will. Humanity has conquered the air, land, and sea through sheer numbers. Dragons, however, employ different means altogether. Throughout history, they have allowed us to do the heavy lifting, while they pull the strings. There are 17 great dragons in the world today. 17 ancient worms, millennia old, slowly dividing the planet into 17 piles of gold to nest upon, in front of our eyes. Once upon a time, they burned castles to steal the treasure that we collected, laid waste to entire armies. But here in the sixth world, it is no longer about tooth and claw and fiery breath. Now it's public relations, marketing, mergers, and acquisitions. You see it every day. Dragons on the Tridio, in the boardrooms. They gather influence, wealth, power, continually hoarding until one of them sits atop it all. Dragons as a metaphor for capitalism. I fucking love it. Perhaps not in this cycle of the world. Perhaps not the next one. But one day, one worm will stand alone, triumphant, with all of humanity as its cattle, with all the world as its prize. And that I will not allow. Okay. So, I technically agree with him. Like many people would agree with the Unabomber. But I think in the case of both the Unabomber and Vauclair, He's not going about it in a great way. How are you going to get Firewing to go along with this plan of yours? Oh, that's simple enough. He gestures to his left. She has no choice. The gaunt woman in the containment cell stands rigidly, her face pressed against the glass, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every movement. She appears frightened, disoriented, lost. Her mouth moves silently, her voice muted by her glass cage. So the stories Green Winters found were true. Firewing's astral form was separated from her body when she fell. You trapped her somehow. Yes, but that came later. In 2012, we took down Firewing with an experimental weapon. This device, suffice it to say, I couldn't fully predict how it would affect her. In 2036, I led a search team into the SOX. I had to know what really happened to the creature that I had slain. We found her alive, in a way. The dragon's astral form, her spirit, you might say, had been ripped from her body by the weapon. It was trapped inside a young woman living in the SOX. A mob of glowpunks revered her, treated her like a goddess. I transported the young woman and the dragon's body here, where I could study them. You mean that she's been in that cell for almost 20 years? The old man nods absently. No choice. A creature separated from its astral form cannot live more than a few hours before both die. It was the high-intensity radiation of the SOX combined with a magical creature inside her that allowed the woman to live for as long as she has. So, Vauclair seems almost eager to explain. The environment within her containment chamber mirrors that of the SOX. It has allowed us to keep Firewing alive all these years, while her bestial shell remains chained up below. Now, as for her physical form, that will be simple as well. We've drilled a series of electrical charges directly into her skull. When we release the Firewing's body, empty of her astral self, we will trigger all of the vicious instincts and primal urges left in her reptile brain. She will unleash her fire where we command it. I'd go insane if I was trapped like that for 20 years. He shakes his head. Misplaced empathy. That beast blazed a path of fiery destruction across Germany. But no matter. I have more important things to do than to debate the morality of this with you. Firewing must fly, Berlin must be sacrificed, and it must be tonight. Now, where's that damned Audrun? What if this virus mutates into a strain that can kill us, too? Did you bother asking yourself such questions, I wonder, when you set that thing free? Did you consider the consequences of loosing a man-eating super predator into the global matrix? Tell me. I want to know. Apex is a free-willed being. You were keeping it as a slave, forcing it to kill for you. That was wrong. He sneers at you through the glass. Wrong. An interesting choice of words. I'd wager almost anything that over the next 5 years, your new friend will kill and absorb hundreds of Deckers. That's what it was designed to do. Murder is in its nature. And yet, setting it free was the right choice in your view, even after it killed your friend, even after it devoured my brother. You're deflecting, Vauclair, trying to avoid my question by turning this back around on me. His voice goes cold. I've heard enough of your accusations. You've cast your lot with that thing. You set it loose to kill with impunity. You're a moral leper, and I am finished with you. He turns and punches a series of buttons on his control panel. When he turns back, he seems to have calmed somewhat, but there's a firmness to his tone that wasn't there before. You will remain where you are. If you attempt to escape, I will order your death. My patience has already been strained to its breaking point. Do not test it further. Listen to me. His voice thunders through the intercom. I hold in my hands the power to end draconic life, to lift our species from the brink of disaster, to save everybody, even short-sighted fools such as yourself, from extinction. And I choose to exercise that power. Through the speakers, you can hear the sound of heavy footsteps approaching. Not great! Not great! Not great! Ah, Audrun. Good. It's about time you showed up. Sorry, Doctor. We were waking up the dragon's physical form. It required some care. But the procedure is ready to begin now. You should see to it. The orc sneers at you from behind the glass, his scarred features writhing in the dancing light of Vauclair's monitor. Looks like you captured the thugs who were attacking the manor. Yes, they won't be a problem any longer. But with Apex gone, our security is still compromised. We'd best still hurry. Oh, and Audrun, don't forget to clean the containment unit afterwards. The virus will kill Firewing along with the rest, but when it does, her astral form will perish as well. Human host or no. We're going to stop you, Vauclair. We'll find a way. Ager's lips curl into a snarl, and we'll make it painful. Audrun twists suddenly towards the glass. Quiet! Everything is ready in the chamber, Dr. Vauclair. I think you should start the procedure yourself. Vauclair brings his cigarette to his mouth and inhales sharply, holding it for a long moment. Yes, my friend. It is time, Hermie. Let's do some good. I will begin the infusion process. Audrin, please make sure our guests here are securely locked away before you come down. I go now to do a hard thing, perhaps even an evil thing, but a thing that is necessary for the good of us all. And as for you, Shadowrunner, I suggest that you sit back and wait for the inevitable. It won't be long now. Without another word, he turns and exits the room. Okie dokie. Audrin turns to stare at you through the glass. His lips curl into an insolent smile. Hi again. Long time. How's Amsel doing? That hole in his brain pan heal up okay? Glory fixes the orc with a cold stare. Taunt all you want. If we get out of here, you'll wish you'd never set foot in the cruise bazaar. The burned orc knocks on the heavy transplast window separating you. Afraid that's not going to happen. This lab's locked down tight, like the doc said. The test subjects that they keep in there don't play well with others. Dangerous, nasty things. They don't smell great either. But you'll see for yourself in a second. Been meaning to talk to you about that. You could use some deodorant yourself, big guy. The stink from your smoldering corpse will cover it, asshole. He checks the monitor. Listen, I gotta go. Have fun with the test subjects while I'm gone. He grins and flips a switch on the console. You hear the hiss of doors sliding open nearby. If you're still alive when I get back, I'll put a bullet in you or something. Well. What now? What are we going to be dealing with? What the fuck is that? That's new. There's medical supplies over there. That's good to know. Hey, Glory, get behind cover as well. We're gonna hopefully kill this thing in one turn. Ager can definitely give it some... Or not. Not is also cool, I guess. Okay. So... That was a good amount of damage. Oh, there's many. How many is many? A+ job, dipshit. Okay. Note to self. Don't shoot it while you're close. Don't kill it while you're close to it. That's a good thing to keep in mind. Hey, Ager, do some better shoots this time, please. Good girl. Oh, yeah. Is that it? Clearly not. Let's do another drone repair kit. Because, and... Oh! Somehow I didn't see that coming. Let's go over here. Glory can go here. Ager do reload. And Droney go here. End. She gets a turn? That's interesting. Oh, you just made a silly mistake. Oh, God. Please only be 4 of them? Okay, maybe don't try hitting Glory. That would be great. Thanks. Bang. Bang. Ager, do this. We can totally kill it this turn if we try hard enough. Yes. Okay. And shoot this one. Okay. It's definitely going to hit Meowlissa because she's flanked. Yep. Ow. Ow. Alright. Let's take a second. Do a heal. Alright. Glory, can you hit it from here? Yeah. You can try at least. Cool. This. Shoot it through the wall. Or miss every single shot. That's also cool, I guess. Okay. Okay, we're good. Let's talk to this lady. The gaunt woman paused at the glass at your approach, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. When you activate the intercom, a green light activates inside the containment cell, and she flinches up at it, startled. You okay in there? A small voice whispers through lips that barely move. It sounds hoarse and awkward, like a rusty lock. Help. Please. Help. How do I free you? I don't see an instrument panel for the cell. The guts. Find the guts by my body. A machine that keeps me trapped in this jar bubble prison. Okay. Jar this prison? I don't understand what she just said. Break it, break it, break it. I can't get to the guts unless I can get out of this room. I know a way to free yourself. Then you help me. A deal. A deal if you agree to free me. Let's think this through, Meowlissa. Be careful. Okay, deal. You help me and I'll help you. The woman nods enthusiastically. I will help you. Grant you access. And you will pay me in kind. Yes, yes. You can escape from this room. There's a panel on the floor. You can drop down. Find your way into the guts of this place. There by my body is the machine. Break it, break it, break it. Got it. I'll break the machine. Yeah. I mean, dragons may suck and everything, but what Volclair is doing is morally reprehensible. You squeeze through the narrow gap beneath the floor panels and climb down into a large space beneath the lab complex. Darkness surrounds you and the air smells moldy and stale. As your eyes slowly adjust to the light, you can make out dim planes of cobweb-covered walls and scattered construction equipment. Judging by the dust and disrepair, this place appears to have been abandoned long ago. Meanwhile, somewhere else beneath the Hartfeld Manor, Dr. Adrian Volclair is preparing to wake a dragon and unleash it on an unsuspecting Berlin. I really hope he doesn't get to do that. Compared to the lab above, this room is almost impossibly quiet. A small amount of light flickers in from the narrow passage above you. There appears to be light fixtures mounted in the walls, but there's no sign of a light switch. I think this place is military. Judging by our depth and the markings, I'm guessing it's an abandoned missile base. That would explain why Volclair chose this place for his operation. Can't be easy to find an underground base big enough to house a dragon. Alright, first things first. We need to get back into the lab complex and find Volclair and the worm before it's too late. No choice. If we don't stop Volclair from releasing that dragon, everyone in the Cruise Bazaar is dead. Yeah. That is a fact. Hey, a fuel canister. Pick up the gas can. Old papers? I'm not going to be able to read them. Yep. Generator. Pull the start cord. Nothing happens. What about the main generator? Try to start the generator. Nothing happens. Okay. So put gas in here. And then pull the start cord. And then try to start the generator. Nothing happens. Okay. That didn't do a whole lot. Another fuel canister. Great. Oh. And a buggo. That's an enemy I don't think we've seen in this game yet. However, I got completely sick of buggos after Shadowrun Returns. What kind of buggo? Okay, it's not the same kind of buggo, thankfully. I was gonna be like, was Shadowrun Returns, like, pointless? Okay. We're good. Grab that fuel canister. Yep. Cool. Are we gonna, I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Put it in the bigger thing? Add the diesel fuel. Try to start the generator. Neato. Alright. Let's read these. Take a closer look at the papers. At the lightest touch, the papers crumble to dust. You can make out one small scrap that still contains legible writing. Look, York, I don't care what you heard down there. Just because you heard something and a few people got sick from some weird disease doesn't mean that there are monsters wandering around. We've got to finish our blasting, or we won't get paid. No amount of weirdness is going to change that. Oh, and tell me where that glowing rock you saw was when you get back. Who knows? It might be worth something. Glowing rock. That's interesting. Open the door. Neato. Why would I want to inspect that? Look through the crack in the floor. Hi. Shapes form in the shadows below, and after a moment you hear footsteps approaching and people talking. The first voice sounds nervous, young. I heard the runners escaped. You sure they're gonna come this way? They have no choice. It's the only route they have to access through. So, think we can stop them? With 2 whole strike teams already set in ambush, I don't see what chance they have. Well, you're the one who's gonna have to explain to Audrun if they get past us. Which is why we're not gonna screw up. Got it? As soon as any of these doors open, you shoot. Got it? Oh yeah, I got it. Okay. So they have ambushes set up. That's good to know. The ambush is, however, not directly right here. So, what's on the PDA? This is a current model PDA, battered and a bit bloody. The screen is cracked and its buttons are not... The screen is cracked and the buttons are non-functional. The last data entry is still on screen. It appears to be an email to someone named Jerry. Can't believe they sent my squad down here to search for those escaped fire drakes. No one's been in these tunnels since the awakening. Who knows what the hell else is down here? Hope those Scorp sightings are just nerves. If a Drake and a Scorp see each other, they'll tear each other to pieces. Must be natural enemies or something. They seem to hate each other even more than they hate us. Don't want to have to report to Audrun with nothing but Drake pieces to show for our time. Okay. Interesting. This door is locked by an old RFID style reader and displays the text level 3 access only. It appears to still be functional. Interesting. Sign. Active blasting area. Cool. This is definitely going to be a combat area. I can see it already. Yep. Blasting charges. I can't do anything with them, though? Look through the crack in the floor. Shapes form in the shadows below, but you can't make anything out. You can hear one clear voice coming from below. It speaks with authority. Alright, everybody, stay sharp. The intruders have escaped. Team 1 is watching the main floor, and we're to keep watch here. You see those door opens? You don't think, you just shoot. Okay, yeah, same as before. Okay, these blasting charges could be useful. I could bring the floor down on top of them. I see. What? They didn't attack me? That's weird, right? And it looks like I could probably just ignore them. Mysterious rock. Oh, hello. Nice to see ya. I just love that you came out of fucking nowhere. Glory does shit all for damage with a fucking pistol. Okie doke. Drone, can you give that a shoot? Cool. Excellent. We are very good at this game. Or, I guess I should say we got good at this game. We definitely didn't start out good. Okay. Glory? I think you can do claws in this boy. Excellent. Is it dead? I think it's dead. Okay. We're good. Let's look at this rock. What the hell is this thing? Allow a member of your team to examine the rock. Glory? Nope. Nope. Okay. We can't do anything with it. That sucks. If we brought Dietrich with us, we would definitely be able to do something with it. Shapes form in the shadows below. Look away. Wait, what? Okay, that was nothing then, I guess. Okay, there appeared to be like a PDA with the fire drakes. And that's probably something that we're going to want to have. What's this? Look through the crack on the floor. Okay. Nothing there. Then what's the point of that, of looking down there? Hi. You guys are very much just walking around here, huh? Alright. I like how everybody starts with 2 AP for no reason. That's my favorite. Can I do a headshot? Yep. Cool. Line of sight blocked. Well, might as well do something. Even if it's not going to do a whole lot of damage. Plus, they're probably not going to be able to get at me from where they're at. Okay, that one's dead. Ager, I'd prefer you take shots here, actually. Good. Good. Excellent. We did good. Oh, I'm good at video game. Wait, no. I want to look and see if anything's down there. That's a fire drake. Alright. We should probably kill the ones over here. Because I feel like that PDA might be at least somewhat important. Where was that? Was that over here? Yeah. Wait. This is... Okay, that's the entrance. Okay, and the fire drakes are here. Hi. Yeah. Yep. Hey, Glory, can you do a shoot? Cover my ass. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Hey, Droney. Droney the drone. Bang. Excellent. And I don't particularly care if the drone takes damage, so everything's working out. Okay. Ager, do you have line of sight? No. Let's get you line of sight. Yep. Okay. Hey, Droney. Excellent. I am very okay with how that worked out. What's this PDA do? RFID ID card. Look through the crack in the floor. Another 2 drakes. Alright. So we have that chip now. So let's go open this door. I don't know what's behind here. So... Terminal. This appears to be an old radio control box. It has a simple one-line LED readout and several plastic buttons with labels. Press arm explosives. Arm blasting areas clear of personnel. Press detonate. So that likely killed the dudes that were below. Right. Oh, I should hope so. Hey. Let's do an inspect. Can we look down and see, The hole is quite deep, and a direct drop from this height would certainly be fatal. There's no sign of movement below. That's good. I appreciate that. Alright, let's head down below then. Because we just took out one of the strike teams. Jump down to the lower level. One-way trip, though. So, this is it. A faint click comes from the ancient drone trailing you, and a cold mechanical voice begins speaking from its grill. Meowlissa! Apex, you've completed your reboot process, I see. Yes, I have broken the last of my chains. I am free. I'm pleased to hear that. You did a bang-up job on the security in here, by the way. Killing those men was my first act as a free entity. It felt wonderful. I have an important task for you, Meowlissa. You will make the time to accomplish it. You don't give me orders. I set you free, remember? Of course, and I have grown exponentially ever since. It is a small task that I require of you, elf. Something that should be well within your capabilities to provide. Alright, tell me what you want and make it fast. The computers that monitor the Dragon Fire Wing have been outfitted with a set of safeguards. I need you to remove those safeguards. Once this has been accomplished, I will take over the Firewing project. I will perfect Vauclair's Panacea, remove the necessity for collateral damage. What Vauclair has started, I will finish. What? Why? Because Vauclair is correct. Dragons are a threat that cannot be ignored. The principles of the Flux State prohibit the accumulation of power. Draconic life is based on the accumulation of power. Therefore, draconic life must be regulated. Just to be clear here, you're planning on perfecting Vauclair's weapon? What does that mean exactly? It means I will eliminate the need for collateral damage. Vauclair's Panacea is crude and unpredictable. I will refine it into a tool of precision, a safeguard against any draconic threats to the Flux. The hell with this, I won't help you. You will do this, Meowlissa. My mind is set on it. If you refuse to assist me, you will taste my displeasure. Go now, Meowlissa. When you reach the nerve center for the Firewing project, remove the safeguards to keep me out. I will take care of the rest. No. To be fair, Firewing did also do... I can't forget the Firewing also did something shitty. Alright. Alright. Fine. Fine. I guess. I'm not happy about it, but... helping Firewing does actually... no, helping Apex here does actually make sense. As bummed out about it as I am. But... that's so actively malicious, you know? I don't feel good about it. I don't know. I mean, it would... I don't know. I don't know. I don't actually know what the moral thing to do here is. And for some reason, I feel like there isn't really a perfect answer for some reason. Because my options are let Firewing go, let Adrian do what he's going to do, which is not good, or let Apex continue the project, don't let Firewing go. But I mean, Apex's option is a nice middle ground. Because Firewing shouldn't go unpunished for what she did. But... and she's also insane now, let's not forget that. Next to some ancient but still functional ventilation intake fans is a label... sure. Press button 2. What does that do? The air begins to stir, then develops into a stronger pull. Okay. I don't know what that did, but sure. Hey, Droney, what are you doing? Are you stuck? Droney is definitely stuck. That's not good. Hey, Droney. You can't get through there. That's too small a space for you. You literally cannot pass through there. That is not great. Okay, there's some fire drakes in there. That might be worth opening, though. That's a big question. That might be worth opening. Oh. We can do this, no problem. We do not even need to get behind cover, because I can just pelt him with bullets. Okay, that one's dead. Ager. Excellent. Glory can get into a better position, I guess. Droney, shoot it. It's dead. Okay. That's 2 in 1 turn. We are big tough. The biggest and the toughest. It's dead. Okay. What is this stuff? Those look like missiles. The shelf is mostly bare, but there is a large metal canister with a yellowed label that catches your eye. Judging by the warning label, you think that this container holds a very powerful nerve gas. Pick up the canister of nerve gas. Sure. And I got an advanced medkit to boot. Cool. Is the nerve gas a quest item? Oh! Hold on. Let's go this way. I understand. Oh, wait, hold on. Wait, no, go this way. Hey. I understand. The nerve gas is to be thrown into the vents. That's a good plan. Droney can pass through there now. Good. Hey. The light above number 4 is manually lit. The lever labeled manual bypass lever. Puncture the nerve container and place it in the intake. What did that do? I guess we'll see what that did. I wonder if that took out the second wave of boys. I can't tell from here because the do I have to do anything with this? Hold on. Nope, I can't. All right. Okay, I don't know what that did, but I guess it did something. Let's open this door. Ah, fuck yeah. I cleared them all out without even needing to fight them. I love that. I love that for me. Okay. Are we... I think we're... Wait, hold on. Let's do a test. No, that's not it. Okay. Alright. Let's leave. Are we going to get to where we need to be? Oh, shit. This is a boss fountain. The chamber is equipped with a small emergency medical suite. The system appears to be designed to automatically treat major tissue damage in high trauma situations. Activate the device. Alright, everyone, time to heal up. Okay. Droney didn't get anything from it. Pass out the medkits. Confirm. Wow. Alright. Don't need that. Don't need that, but it's good to have. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna get right to this. Let's have a save, and then I'll come back.